My name is Heidi Boulanger, and I'm here today to introduce you to Roger Rule, an author of Rifleman's Rifle and other books, and host of this series of episodes, Special Guns with Roger Rule.
Thank you, Heidi, and welcome.
Thank you.
And welcome, viewers, to my 35th episode of Special Guns with Roger Rule.
We are still doing the tribute to Italian guns and Italian engravers, correct?
Yes. And today, this episode 35 returns to a maker we introduced recently in episode 27, Abbiatico and Salvinelli, which featured their best over and under shotgun, the Sovereign model. I include them again in this Italian gun series because of their impact on the big bore rifles, which is a deviation from the mainstream of guns made in Italy. If you wish to know more about the maker, please refer to episode 27. For this coverage today, I just include enough to bring you up to date. They were co-founded in 1967 by Mario Abbiatico and Remo Salvinelli, and the two made up the anonym for their name to make it easier to say and refer to, Famars. They're located in Brescia, Italy. In the book, The Italian Gun by Steve Smith and Lori Morrow, the authors claim this gun maker is, and I quote, right up there with the best and brightest of the Italian handmade gun makers. They are in the company with Fabri, Fratelli Rosini, and Luciano Bossi. Then in 2012, when Italy's country was in a deep-rooted economic and political recession with many gun makers closing, Famars was rescued by Famars USA, and they continue to build approximately 100 bespoke guns yearly in Italy with a small group of the original master craftsmen. The following is taken from their own website. I'm going to quote this. Handmade perfection. Each day in Brescia, Italy, the Silicon Valley of gun makers, our craftsmen at Famars work each minute of every hour to keep true to the tradition of gun making, continuing to create all of our firearms by hand, hand-shaped, personally fit, and engraved with the finest detail. We at Famars are proud to continue in the footsteps that Mario Abbiatico and Remo Salvinelli made so prominent back nearly 60 years ago. Close quote. With very few best guns in the Italian maker's rifle world, A&S entered the market with two models, their African Express rifle and their Venus Express rifle. The African Express is available in 8x57 JRS, 9.3 by 7.4R, 375 H&H mag, 416 Rigby, 450-400 Nitro Express, 470 Nitro Express, and 500 Nitro Express. The action is a lock configured on the trigger plate, a fixed mechanism, manual ejectors, which we usually call extractors to distinguish from automatic ejectors, a bolstered frame, and monoblock barrels. Buyers have a choice of red or brown decelerator pad. Other options available are automatic ejectors, Purdy triple lock, side plates, and choice of engraving. The second rifle is the Venus Express, and it's available in 375 H&H, 416 Rigby, 458 Win Mag, 470 Nitro Express, 500 Nitro Express, and the gigantic 600 Nitro Express, with all proportional frames. This version includes an action milled from a solid block of steel, automatic ejectors, manual safety, and an Anson and Dealey mechanism with side plates and either red or brown decelerator pad. Other options available are detachable side locks, a doll's head fastener, a bullet magazine in the stock, front bead sight with flip-up extension for low light, and a choice of engraving.
This one is one of those?
Yes. Today we have the model called the African Express. It's a double rifle and 470 Nitro Express with 24-inch monoblock barrels with flat matted quarter rib and a front muzzle extension to protect the barrel crowns from accidents.
When was this one made?
2012, but as many of the guns featured in this series, it is near new. The bores are as new as if they have never been fired. It's fitted with an express sight with a standing leaf and for marked 50 yards and one folding marked 75 yards. Both are inlaid with gold lines for quick eye alignment. The front side is a gold bead longitudinally dovetailed into the base with a matching surface to the quarter rib. Very nice handwork, just as you would expect from the best handmade gun maker. Let me pick it up. First, we check to see the gun's unloaded.
Looks good to me.
Continuing with its description, its action locks with the triple Purdy locking system. Other features include bolstered receiver and case-hardened color, bush strikers, double triggers with the front articulated, and a manual safety. There are 4 locking screws on key screws, something I would say is a giveaway. That's a handmade gun.
Based on the other guns, I would assume the wood is walnut.
Yes, this rifle has, it's stocked with outstanding pieces of Circassian walnut from northern Turkey, figured with deeply contrasting marble cake lines. Its style is a classic comb with pistol grip, and it has a full-formed cheek piece for the right hand with a shadow line. Very nicely done. The bottom tang is extended to the case-hardened steel pistol grip cap with 2 engraved screws and 2 screws in the pistol grip cap. The stock's hand checkering is 32 lines per inch, and it has 2 points starting from the pistol grip with a V-groove over the wrist. 4-end checkering is wraparound with metal escutcheon, and the diamond field checkering with, it's all point pattern checkering. All checkering has a combination of double and single borders done by hand, and it's faultless. For the dimensions, the length of pull is 14 5/8, inclusive of the 3/4 inch brown decelerator pad with a slight cast off for the right hand. The weight is proper for big bore at 10 pounds, 12 ounces, which speaks well of its size and toughness built into this piece. Looking at the inscriptions.
I saw Africa in gold under the forearm. That's the model name?
That's the model name, yes. It's an attractive gold inlay in the forearm iron. We also see Famars, Italy, on the left side of the barrel, and Famars on both sides of the bolsters on the receiver. The serial number shows on the extended trigger guard tang. Let's disassemble it. On the water table, it is stamped Famars de Abbiatico and Salvinelli, and made in Italy. Also caliber 470 Nitro Express, the serial number, and 2 proof marks, and the Italian code C1, which is for the year it was made, 2012. The barrel flat has these same inscriptions. As to the engraving, the receiver's floor plate features border engraving with Bellino engraved tusker, a giant elephant, as engraved by the Master Engraver Rinnissi and signed by him. Like our peyote from episode 34, the engraving does not show up well in color case hardening finish of the receiver.
Yes, I had to look close to see it. I'm sure it shows better in the natural light.
Which is why it is recommended to use coin finish as a background for detailed Bellino engraving. Other parts that are color case hardened include the trigger guard tang, the operation lever, the pistol grip cap, and the Unsen push button for and release. These components have 50% coverage of foliate scroll engraving. This piece remains as new with the very slightest of handling marks. It has been fired but never hunted. The bores are regulated at the factory using Federal 500 grain soft point bullets at 50 yards. The gun is as good as it gets relative to any current and modern double rifle. It is a tough and stout double built the way a pre-war British Webley double was made. It is flat out one solid rifle with proper weight, toughness, and a large 470 bore-sized action body that will withstand the test of time. This gun was built for hard use and it is doubtful that it will be worn out in several lifetimes. It was furnished with a Negrini plastic hard case made for Famars with their name inscribed in silver on the front lid, with a set of velour slip covers and with a small Famars plastic case inside with an extra set of strikers and hammer springs.
What do we know about this engraver?
I have not been able to find anything regarding this engraver Rinnissi, and I am still researching him, but if any of my subscribers or anyone watching this video can tell me something about him, it would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, that winds up our video today. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, viewers, for watching, and if you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with others, and I hope you join us for our next video, continuing my Italian gun tribute and featuring the Holy Grail of Beretta.
Holy Grail?
If you want to get involved with these types of guns, I recommend gunsinternational.com. The owners are great people. I know them and have been using their website since they started. I find it the best source for both buying and selling any great collectible gun.